Namaste and blessings. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. These messages are timeless. Please remember to be very clear in your intentions. I feel honored to serve as a vessel for our most ancient and venerated ancestors to speak. Greatly honored to serve as an oracle for Mother Earth. So, for this message, we are utilizing the turkey feather. When I'm guided to work with this medicine, with the energy, the vibration, we are speaking of purification, cleansing, ritual, ceremony, right use of prosperity, abundance, sharing with others, venerating the earth, giving gratitude, giving back to our mother for all that she provides for us. Gatherings coming together. Family reunions. Offerings. More than anything, offerings and opening sacred spaces. I'm currently reading The Smoke. The ancestors are speaking about cleansing, clearing the house. You can clean your house with lemon water, a little bit of vinegar to remove negativity. They're also guiding people to have a more ritualistic approach to life for those who are currently working on or desiring to connect deeper with the ancestors. So creating the correct space, working with herbs, right? Taking the correct steps is very important. See number 8. That speaks about of transformation, purification, removing negativity, and opening ourselves up to the true experience of wealth, prosperity. Letting go of the ideas that we have to live life in poverty. They're speaking of poverty as a state of being. I'm also seeing the spiral. They're speaking about life and life cycles. Embracing new learning. They're speaking of paying attention to new opportunities, to new ways of being and existing. The mother is working on providing lots of creativity and new ideas. However, there are many people who are not open to receiving. And so, okay, so that message is coming from, sometimes in life, we waste a lot of our day focusing on what somebody else is doing. And they're calling people to wake up to the fact that social media can become that, right? You can even be investing in your creativity and reconnecting with the mother in order to receive the messages, the guidance, so that you can work with the current changes, or you can get lost in scrolling comparison and wasting your life force, your energy, your time in truth, watching others. They're also speaking of boundaries and how are you investing your time. They're speaking of depletion, energy depletion. You cannot give from a place to where you're drained, dry. So learning how our energy works, being in tune with the cycles of the moon. Wow. Some of you are meant to communicate. Some of you have a very powerful throat chakra and you're being called to lead. But this is about leading by example. This is not just about regurgitating words, speaking of the same things again and again, but it's about becoming an example. Show people how you are living and embody real spiritual life, right? How are your days a there's a word coming, just give me, yeah, so how's your life a representation of the things you speak about, right? Speaking about books, yeah, learning again, preparing for what is to come, being open to changes. Wow, the spirit of the smoke spoke. And there was a lot coming in. It was beautiful to experience it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be here serving the divine creator source. If you're new here, I channel utilizing the coffee grounds. Right away, so I'm seeing a person who feels like they have to chase, be on the chase. I'm running out of town. I'm running out of time. Sorry. Oh, or maybe out of town. Maybe there's a sense of wanna go on the chase for something. But there is the bunny, like Alice Wonderland bunny with the timer, and he's like blowing a bubble. And he is on the go. He is chasing what it seems to be a dragonfly. And there's a person who who is just like, is currently paused. So right now it's not running, but it feels like it's like, that's what's happening, okay? So hear me out. There's a sense of I'm running out of town, I'm running out of time, I want to run away, I'm leaving, I need something different, I'm feeling bored, right? It's just about being on a chase. So what are we chasing? And there's also a feeling of I desire to do something and I'm starting at it. This is calling me, but then I'm hesitant. I'm not moving. I'm staying here. And there's a sense of I'm holding on to something because I see the person and it's looking at a woman as a girl. And there's like a song, so there's like reminiscing and nostalgia. So there's this is what's playing out, right? There's some people who have who struggle with finding time to pause and reevaluate and observe life, and they're on a chase constantly. They feel that they have to, right? Or there's the opposite, to where people are chained and attached to a place, a house, a situation, material wealth, I don't know, you name it, attached to relationships. We create stories of responsibilities and all kind of things in order to stay in our comfort zone, and we suppress our desires. Or maybe we're afraid, right? We're afraid, lots of fear. Obviously, most of the time it's fear. If I might be running and on the chase because I have fear, and I might be stagnant and not living life because I have fear. So there's that playing out here. Please, um, yeah, take what's for you, and if it's not, it's okay. But there's those energies playing out here. There's lots of birds. I see the alphabet A. I see the number 13 or 12. Fifth can even be 15. Number 11, 20. I'm hearing 48, 24, 37, 33. Okay, so there's that. There's a destruction, a storm warning. Something is crumbling down. I'm hearing Neptune. Storms is water and so rain, water, air. And there's a person praying, please keep us safe, please keep my family safe. That's, it can be 1992 or 79, 1979, okay, or 81. So there's a person praying here, 1974. There's a person praying and it's saying, please keep us safe, please, please. They're praying to they're praying to the ancestors, praying to the earth, saying, please keep us safe, because there's lots of changes coming. So this is about fear of uncertainty, fear of the unknown, fear of change. And so there's a sense here of some people being overly identified with their physical vessel, fear of death, fear of not having enough, fear of losing the land, losing the house, the home. And with Neptune, there's a big clearing. And this makes sense because today, as I am recording, Saturn goes back direct into Pisces. And so, yeah, there's a huge cleansing, okay, when it comes to being attached to narratives and stories, attached to stories of the past, attached to our stories of, martyrdom, victimization, and then feelings of entitlement over the earth too. We have to remember that nobody owns the earth. The earth is, we are stewards of the earth. Nobody really owns the earth, and doesn't matter how much our ancestors take care of the land. We are stewards. Nobody is in entitlement of the earth. However, please don't take it as I am rejecting the fact that our ancestors, well, for some of us, right, they have protected the earth and they still are, and here we are doing the same things. But that's very different to honor and have reverence than to have entitlement over. And so the ancestors are speaking of being very clear when it comes to understanding that, right? I see a female ancestor and she's walking with you guys. So the females, the very feminine energy. And there's an eagle, the statue of an eagle. So this speaks of sacred places, and yeah, things are changing, things are shifting, and we have to clear the past pain, the past sorrow. We cannot continue holding on to the same stories and narratives. It's time to live again. It's time to move forward. I'm hearing, what are we trying to prove? Like nobody can take anything from you unless you allow it. So sit with that. How are you giving your power away? How do you continue to repeat the stories of people taking things from you? Why? Where's that coming from? Are you going to continue living that way because you're claiming something? They're speaking about the power of our words and what we're claiming to be truth. So this is a time of renewal, of moving forward, of declaring, that we are here to be stewards, and that we can, yes, honor the past and see the misalignments, and we can see the negative behaviors within humanity. But at the end of the day, it's time to move forward and find peace, giving our worries and the pain of our ancestors to Creator. And see 1972, number 13, 23, 44, 1975, 31. Music, dancing, gatherings. I see like the desert. Spirit of fire, council of fire. It's time for a clearing, a cleansing, purification once again. If some of you feel very confused, lost, please contact your ancestors. It's time to go deeper. Consult your elders. All right, that's good. There's some emotions we have to look at. Emotions, holding on to emotions. Gonna get a rune. Let me put my glasses on. Go. Thank you, you're still here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow. Percana, the birch tree, the beginning, rune of birth, sexuality, and renewal. It is the mother of all runes and contains the mysteries of creation, so the energy of the Divine Mother, creativity, expansion, growth, being in our Divine Feminine, creativity, self-expression, resting, moving with intention. Oh, we have Manas, the man, interdependence. This rune is the rune of humanity, family, and departure. So this is the rune of the ancestors, okay? The link between man and God. Once again, honoring our ancestors. They're walking with us. But then it's time to attend to the ancestral healing and to let go of the stories that we keep repeating. Fighting the past. It's time to move forward. We have right home, the will, the journey, rune of communication, union, and material or spiritual journey, help and advice. It is also the rune of ritual and dance. Okay, this is just confirming everything I said, right? Fehu, livestock, food. So it's prosperity, abundance, wealth. Power and wealth must flow to be beneficial, but with caution. This rune is a symbol of vital flow and movement of change. Oh my goodness, everything is just confirming what I said. All right, you guys, it's been very beautiful to be here. I'm truly honored and I feel humbled to serve. May you be blessed on your journey ahead. Please, once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and comment. All right, my loves. Namaste. Ciao, ciao.